Hello, and welcome to another McGinnis replay review. This game, we are playing a sort of tanky frontline support Guinness, which is less focused on raw damage output and more on getting up down and dirty with your frontline and buffing them up with like heals and fire rate and all that kind of stuff. So that's what we're doing today. Laning phase is looking okay for us. We have a Dynamo Shiv, so we can actually probably trade up here. My Mo wasn't really playing with me though on bridge, so maybe that wasn't so good. Little wall here, get some damage off. That is good too. What are we looking to do in this lane? Mostly just like clear troopers as fast as possible. Getting some trades here and there, but with the Shiv knives and the Dynamo kinetic, it's kind of hard to trade into them or be aggro, but they have very low wave clear, so it's actually pretty advantageous for us to just shove lane. Waiting on my monster rounds, trying to get some harass off. It's still a balance between like harassing and shooting wave, but we're still learning. We got our monster rounds, looking good, looking to shoot troopers. 15 seconds till boxes show up. I'm not sure we focus boxes this lane though, because we are able to get out a little bit of pressure. So yeah, here we're just hard focusing troopers. So now we have a pretty big lead on troopers. We get a nice wall out on this guy, get some damage off. What is that? About 300 damage, almost 400. They're a little risky on the melee there, but it's hard to predict light melees. And we also had a Mo behind us, and the Dynamo was pretty low, but just Shiv doing Shiv things. Now I'm at 200 HP. I can't really push up anymore. Positioning mistake from my part. I think I pushed a little too hard there. It would have been better if I had just taken the trade on the Dynamo and just gotten back immediately. Here we go, extra regen. Healing rate is another option. I felt like they couldn't really kill me if I played defensively. So extra regen helps because it builds into an item I want later, and overall it's a little more regen. If you're going more gun focused build, you could go like resto shot or something. A little bit of juke in there on the Shiv. Taking height, looking for a little bit of poke. Also looking to clear wave. Kind of wondering where my Dynamo is. I think he's in Veil right now, looks like. I'm hoping he clears wave. This is a good spot to poke. If they jump me on bridge, I do have my turret there to help poke out.
Don't let them out-position us.
I think if my Mo and Krill had pressure there, that guy was dead for sure. He got back, I think, because he was scared of the Shiv, but we are both like super healthy, so maybe a minor mistake on his part. But that does mean the Dynamo is poked out and can't really do much at the moment. We can get some tower damage off. They're kind of in bad spots, so I opt to try to harass here. Aim is not like the best, so maybe I should have just hit tower. Because yeah, tower damage does not heal, while poke does heal, so we had a good crash there. I think we could have gotten more out of it though. I kind of want my Mo to be a little more aggressive. Let's see, he got Quicksilver first, and I have monster rounds extra regen. Another wall. Unfortunately, Dynamo can do that, pull him through the wall. We get some harass off though. We get some tower damage. You can see it is pretty hard to push into these two heroes. But he gets baked in regen, which is nice. With our heal, it keeps us topped up. Always want to try to finish off the bullets in your mag if you can. The extra bit of 20 damage is like not much, but it helps out in the long run. Next item we go, enchanters. I am taking a lot of damage from knives and kinetic pulse, so enchanters is gonna help. Normally I'd get something like I'd normally get arcane surge pretty early in this build, but I didn't feel like I needed the extra heal that it gives, and the tower pressure also is not this is like a not so great wall for me, or not so great combo for me. I probably shouldn't have done that. We get some power pressure from it. I can zone them out while we clear wave, and then we can then do some damage here. So it's okay. We use it to zone. Usually better if we can get a little more out of it, but it's not too bad. They're so poked out. I really should be hitting the tower there, but there we got a Yamato. Got a Yamato in our lane. So far, our left lane has lost their tower, and right lane is doing okay, but is not winning, I will say. So we're currently winning based off of just poke, but those rotations kind of killed our momentum, and now I don't think we have much kill potential. We have the Dynamo ult. Shiv is now building up rage. Now would actually be a good time to farm. I'm not sure that I recognize this, but I think really we should just be looking for boxes, looking for camps. Oh yeah, I muted there. My team was super complaining, I think, in the right lane. We had a little bit of a complainer. Overall, they have now like fully healed. They're pretty healthy. We got another good wall off, but unfortunately there is a Dynamo that can't really get much kill potential when that hero is in the lane versus us. Like, the only way you can effectively wall is if you get them both on your side, but then the wall isn't really doing anything. The whole point of the wall is to separate them from each other so we can poke one without being disturbed. We have Arcane Surge now. Increases the duration and the size of Medicinal Spectre. Very nice spell. It's actually increases the healing more than like a healing booster would. More rotations into our lane.
Time for a little help.
I tried the wall there, didn't work so well. There, can I change it so we only see my... Yep, there we go.
Who needs to pick me up? I'll give him hell.
This is another zoning ult. It's actually much... It sounds scarier than it is. The ult, like, does okay damage, but they could have definitely dove there with the Dynamo ults and killed me. I was hoping they didn't, though, and they did not, so there we go. Here's another combo. Get a nice wall up there.
Gotta build these faster.
We got lucky here. I should have recognized sooner that
Just like I planned.
they were gonna dive, and standing my ground there was not smart. Against better players, I would have died there. So overall, that was a mistake. We came out of it though. I gotta learn how to drop towers better. I want to hold on to them so much I like contest everything, but if there's like 3 people pushing and you're alone, like there's no way you hold that push, and you're most likely gonna die for it. So it's better to just give up the tower. They actually didn't do any tower damage while I pushed though. They got too bloodthirsty, and instead of just getting the objective when I backed off, they overchased, died for it, and yeah, we got that. Okay, now again, 3 people in lane, do wall off, and get out. I don't know what happened to my mantle slide there. I was holding crouch. Please, mantle slide.
Pleasure working with you.
And back to base again. So far, enchanters, arcane. This is all kind of our relating items. We're gonna start building into some bigger tier items pretty soon here. But recognizing that they have quite a lot of pick. 4 heroes out of 6 can trigger a reactive, so it's an okay buy. I think I might have gotten Spirit Shielding instead if I were to play this again. A little better here.
Send it out a wall.
We save the lash. For some reason, he keeps looking for a dash there, and he sticks around like he is dead. If somebody looks at him, I think in comms I was telling him to leave because holy moly, did he want to feed. I messed up my movement there. I'm not too scared of this Yam, and that actually is a mistake. I should be terrified of her. She does a lot of damage. Maybe I should have stayed in heal there, but yeah. I should have looked at the souls. That's a 12k Yam, and I'm at 8k. She has a whole item up on me, and I wasn't paying attention. So 5-1 Yam. Gotta pay attention to who's doing well. And like, if that was like a ship, that's no biggie. Like, that's not dangerous. But 12k Yam, definitely dangerous. Definitely should have been paying attention to that. I see they are constantly sending 3 middle. I opt to go to the right lane. I don't want to show in lane quite yet. I don't want to show that there's 2 here. Infernus has been here, so as long as they think it's still the same thing that's been happening for 12 minutes, that's good. Now I show lane isn't clear, and we actually have a pretty easy tower here. We just wall it off. They can't defend, and pretty easy take. Alright, now we're looking at the mid fight, see if we can, like, possibly keep pushing or possibly converge on mid. So I think initially we were like, let's keep pushing. The Infernus got scared, so I think we started heading back. I started walking towards mid, keeping in mind that the right lane is no longer being managed as we watch Infernus run to mid as well. So we're not super keen on joining the fight. We're here if we're needed, but it looks like we're losing right about now, looking at the health bars and the positioning. Infernus goes in anyway, but we're gonna head back to our lane because that is what needs to be done. Also, it's how you get all your farm in this game. Don't forget about lanes. You get all your farm with lanes, and then you just farm jungle in your downtime. In terms of farm, we're doing okay. We're the lowest in the lobby. Part of that is having to go back in mid, having to go back so many times to heal, and then dying. Mid was a very hectic lane, so we're going to recover a bit. We're perfectly fine managing this lane. We're going to hit boxes when we're back. We got our big item, Heroic Aura. That is the item we need to be able to push towers, so we got that. I guess this Paradox was looking for me, so we'll fight her. I heard more movement, so I tried to get out of here. But there's actually just like 5 people here in our jungle, which is, you know, a thing that has happened just now. You can tell that the opposing team wants to play Marvel Rivals. They don't want to play Deadlock. They want to play Overwatch. They want to play Rivals. Because this tower is gone. If they just rotate here, push this tower, it's like completely dead. But instead, we're fighting over literally nothing here. And my team rotates, takes a fight, loses the fight, but overall we lost basically nothing. Like, we're down 2k souls. They gained absolutely nothing from that fight. And now we're able to clear the troopers. I see 2 mid, 1 defending left, 3 mid now. And we're gonna keep pushing up here a little bit. We're keeping an eye on the map. Okay, we see 5 on the map now. We are, okay, is that 6? No, I think it's still 5. It's hard to count. But I see a lot of heroes on the map. It is time to push. Now is the time. I ulted here to clear wave. That'll make the troopers shoot the walker faster. And that's actually going to do more damage than my ult can do to the walker, so... defending against 1, no problem. Defending against 2, now that's a bit harder. I don't have the rest of my items. I'm gonna try to get this kill, but she gets away and I get shiv-ulted, so that's fine. We forced 2 to rotate, and this actual mid-fight is going in our favor. We're getting our flex slot. We're winning the fight, as far as I can tell. Maybe we'll win more. Let's see. Maybe not. But forcing 2 to rotate here actually was completely fine. I don't think this push was a mistake. Like, I would do that again, just because it forced 2 to rotate. We had numbers here, and with better teammates, this tower would be dead here too, as well. But I think they're getting distracted. Let's go back to my gameplay. Okay, we're pushing out right. We see lots of stuff happening on the map. We're going to keep this lane pressured. Even if we don't push the tower right now, we want to make sure that the lane is ready to be pushed if it's there. So, we can fight a Paradox here. It's not a problem. Maybe this is a little overzealous. We don't see anybody on the map anymore. It's time to get back. Yeah, I don't think I should stay here. We are pressuring mid a bit, but we're down players. They're up all 6. There's no reason for me to be staying here. Yeah. I'm dead. I'm dead here. I have to be dead. There's no way. Against a good team, I'm dead here for sure. And finally, Bebop shows up. Yeah, I don't know if I get away with this. I don't think I do. I do some damage off. That was a weird wall. See, I walled there to try to block them off from jumping off, but my wall just like disappeared on the rooftop. So that sometimes happens with McGinnis wall. But that was actually the difference between that death and the death before was this death. Nothing was accomplished on the map when they rotated over to kill me. I should not have been staying here. At the very most, I should be taking some of the closer camps. But this is actually ridiculous down here. There's no reason for these players to be playing here. Like, the waves aren't pushed, nothing's happening. They're getting like a kill, but there's nothing being accomplished from that kill. I'm up in time to defend, right? So again, they're getting kills, but they're not actually accomplishing anything with those kills, which is their downfall, because they, I think, have better players in terms of like micro, in terms of like using their abilities and hitting targets, but in terms of like actually accomplishing things with those kills, very little is being done. I asked Hayes to pick up mid. Hayes was busy typing, but that's okay. She gets it. Let's see if I happening on left. See, Yamato has no ult, and we actually get a kill there. Now is the time to push. We have a Mo with us as well. Lane is in a good spot, and we have all our CDs, so let's try to get this kill. It works out pretty well.
Thank God we put a stop to that shit.
We now have Rapid, our one and only, and we have maxed out turrets as well, so they do quite a lot of damage. I mentioned this was a support build, but not before we get enough damage to be a menace in lane. So once we have Heroic or a Rapid, we are very hard to kill, especially if we have our turrets down. Not a lot of heroes can deal with us. Infernus is probably the best hero to deal with us, but Infernus is on our team this game, so turret heal. I tried to pick up Urn, but it changed right there, so oh well. Turret heal there was just to catch the wave and push it passively, but because we didn't get Urn, we're just going to push it actively. We have our next timing here, or almost. Not a lot of farming camps. I think there were a few moments in this game where I should have been farming camps instead of pushing. Definitely when I overstayed that one time. But now we have tempo. This is the final and biggest item in our builds, at least for the mid game. And we get it around 20 minutes usually. It does really good damage for our turrets and in our team in general. We're setting up a safe zone over here. My team does like to overchase. We will see that a few times this game, but in this case it actually helped and we got some kills. I called for mid here. I think I was planning on going mid, and then it kind of was like nobody was responding too much, and then we had to like deal with the lanes. So it's actually, I think this is a fine play. We just take care of lanes and then push mid here. We don't get a lot of gun items, so ult is our best option for doing damage to the tower, although it does not do a lot. Yep, we get our flex slot. I'm staying around to help the Lash. I should not be doing this. I should just leave. I'm trying to be nice here. And they're respawning, the platoon's coming. I don't have enough movement to get out, and I get hooked, I think. Yeah. Oh no, I get swapped. Yeah, so not much to do here. Swapped, hooked, bursted. Yeah, all 5 are there. They do like chasing the first thing they see, so there should be one person here pushing this wave. Shiv actually did the right thing and gathered wave, but now they're deathballing mid again. Hayes is doing the right thing here, pushing this Guardian. But so far, we're doing okay. We have a lot of deaths. I'd say like 2 of those deaths are mistakes. Maybe 3. I think 3 of those deaths are mistakes. 2 were fine trades. They get mid. We get a kill up on right. And we defend left. So they get their first or their second flex lot, and yeah, we have some pressure going up on right. On left, we've caught and some extraneous fighting happening over in our jungle still. We are going into late game here, coming out of mid game. The game overall is even. There's been a lot of fighting. Both teams really like to fight. I think our macro has been slightly better. You can see that through, you know, just how many walkers are on the map, but also just where the teammates go on the map. It's more spread out and even, and the lanes tend to be on their side of the map most of the time, which means we have better lane pressure throughout the game. And we could probably see that in the stats after the game as well. We can look at that. Right now, it's kind of a lull. Nothing's really happening. They're not showing on the map, which means they're probably looking for a fight. They should be pressuring lanes here, but they are not. You can see this lane has been sitting over on their side of the map for over a minute now. We get a double wave coming. Gonna keep pushing unless they shoot it. Should be showing in mid. Now Yama is showing on the left. We're waiting for an opportunity to maybe take the Guardians on the right side. Get us our last flex slot. We're also in a position to help mid if we need to. I see 2 and 2 on the map. Now 3. There's 5 total. Now I see 6. Click on the map, ready to push. This trooper is hiding from me. I'm gonna clear the rest of them. This is not the cleanest push here. We got one trooper hiding behind that pillar there. Heroic Aura will speed up the troopers. They'll meet further up and help us out a little bit. Now, fight's still happening. We are losing the fight. However, they have overcommitted, and we're going to win a flex slot here. Now, Shiv has found me, but actually, the 27k Shiv does not scare me. Make sure to place the turrets spread out. Actually, that was not such a great turret placement. I don't chase him into the room. If he ducks out, then we focus tower. If he comes out, he's gonna die. Yeah. Army of turrets. And that's the importance of placing them separated. If they were all close together, Shiv would have killed him and I would have died. But if you spread out your turrets like that, Shiv can't come and just melee all of them. We got Guardians. If we get away with their life, that's a plus. If we don't, it's whatever. I don't have the stamina to run away at the moment, so we do what we can here. Very unlikely we can get away. The best we can do right now is just waste their time, which is the plan. Out of stamina, let's heal up, let's do some damage off. There's really nothing much to do. There's like so many people chasing. So that death, definitely worth it. We are stacked with money. We have all our flex slots, and they have only 2. So even though we're about equal, we actually have a flex slot advantage. Even though we're not using it fully, I think only Hayes is using the full flex slot advantage. Yeah, she's at 34k, so looking pretty healthy there. Next item, we have all our DPS and buffs. So next item is just to stay alive. So we go Witchmail, and it actually works out for us. You'll see later this game. This is a full like tank heal McGinnis. Like we aren't going further into damage anymore. Like our turrets do plenty of damage. And as we get into the later game, turrets like die pretty fast. They're not super dependable sources of damage, so instead we'll leave them as is. Like they already do 100, 108 DPS times however many turrets are out. Now we're gonna look at just staying alive and getting that heal on our players and make sure that we keep everybody healthy in a team fight. This is a little bold for me. I'm feeling strong though. I'm feeling unkillable. I don't really expect more than a Yamato here though. And I don't think Yamato can kill me, so I'm here to keep the lane pushed, keep the pressure up. I see a fight breaking out. There's nothing to split push here. We have all the objectives, so I'm gonna go help out the team fight. Make sure everybody's topped up. We have already won the fight over here. Another example of just bad macro on the enemy's part, like just taking a random fight in front of a walker. Not the best decision making overall. I call to go mid here. They have 2 dead. We have Infernus ult to counter the Dynamo, and Yamato's a little scary, but with the new rejuve behavior, like stealing 1 is not that big a deal. Yeah, we get a little distracted here. We were going mid, but now they see Paradox. They gotta kill Paradox. I think this is the problem with both teams, really, trying to fight instead of going for objectives. So I try to help out here. We get ulted and Dynamo. Some damage. You can see the turrets are doing plenty of damage. Yeah, still chasing here. What is that? Is that Mo? Mo is way deep. Way deep. I'm calling for them to get back.
Who needs to pick me up?
Get that move speed buff on the retreating heroes. Have lots of turrets down, but they're all grouped up together. I kind of messed up placement there. Gotta work on that. You can see they're doing like decent damage, but nothing crazy. We have our next item. On theme of staying alive, we were going to grab another health item. Healing Nova is very good. Keeps turrets alive and keeps the team alive. Also applies our tempo to everybody, which is very nice. In the cases where people are moving and they're not standing my tempo, I can give it to them real fast. Which is good. Something you can do is whenever you want the wave to push, just use Heroic Aura on it, and it'll push. Narrowly avoided that hook. And I did not see that hero. So this is an example of why I think McGinnis is very powerful. You can see I'm tanking a lot of ults here. I don't know what happened to that holiday, I'm gonna be honest. She probably could have killed me there. But you can see how many ults were that. I think that was 3 ults. I got Lasso swapped, and then Beat Bop ult. I'm not chasing with the team. I'm actually like asking everybody to come back and do mid. This time they listened to me. And Haze is going and killing the Shiv on the right there, which is nice. Haze is pretty dang farmed, been farming all game. This is a bit risky with the Dynamo and the what is this hero? Yamato, but they actually don't end up contesting. They probably could have. I was ready for it, but they gave it to us. Now we're closing out the game. This is late game. Best thing to do here would be take Earn. I don't remember what item we got. Maybe it was Superior cooldown. Helps with the turrets, probably. Also notice this game I got Kinetic Dash and Arcane Surge. You'll see I have 4 stamina, and actually 24% stamina recovery on this build, with 2 items that trigger from dash jumps. So I'm not sure it's good. It feels good. Like, I feel nice when I use it. I don't know if it's optimal, but it sure is fun. Works out pretty well most of the time. We're turning an Earn. I'm ready to catch the lane on the left if it is being pushed, but I see a big fight breaking out and decide to join. Left lane also is not pushing toward us, so team wins this team fight without me, actually. Probably primarily because of that mid. We have it on all 3 of our just like left clickers here. All of our gun heroes have it. So they like melt. They melt a ton. And yeah, you can see how fast the attack speed is on this. The heal is very powerful. Late game, this build is mainly about just placing heals on your carries and on your tanks. You can see the health ticking up. We have heal perma uptime, which is nice. Permanently flying tempo. You can see how fast this patron melts with this buff. Very good. Yeah, overall, I think we could have died like 4 less times, and that would have helped with our soul deficit. You can see here we're one of the lower net worth heroes on the team. That was a fun game. Overall, this team had a little worse macro than we did. We didn't have great macro, but we had the lane pressure and they suffered for it. I do like this build. It is very fun. We survive forever, and the idea is once you get your heal to a decent size and duration, all you gotta do is survive long enough to cast it a bunch of times, and if your team has more health than the other team, then you'll usually win, especially when that health also gives over 100% fire rate. See, we get the 35% fire rate base on the medicinal specter off level 1. We get the 40% from healing tempo, that's 75, and then now we add a heroic aura on top of that. That is what, another 30%, and we are over 100%. That's 105% fire rate for free for all of the heroes on my team. So that is very nice. Looking at the stats, we can see who has been applying lane pressure. So we are at 33k trooper damage. Let's look at everybody. Hayes was farming a lot. So neutral 65 on the neutral, and then 36k on troopers. So Hayes was shooting lanes, so that's good. That's where some lane pressure came from. Infernus was shooting lanes too, not as much, but well enough. Lots of damage to enemy players, so Infernus was fighting a lot. It's us at the 33k. Mo 26, Lash 25, and Wraith 38. So we had some good trooper damage this game, some good lane pressure. Check their numbers. You can already see, okay, 32, 32, 41, 39. Interesting. They actually have more. I was not expecting to see this. They have more trooper damage than we do. It definitely felt like they had less lane pressure, though. Not sure how that works out. Our healing is pretty good. Our damage, like, as a support, like, we're technically a support. Our damage at 22k is quite a lot. Like, we did more than the Wraith in damage. I mean, it's a 3 and 7 Wraith, but still. 43k, more souls. We about matched the objective damage and did more player damage than the Wraith. You can see our damage breakdown as well. You can see our minion turrets are doing most of it. We got some good damage in there. So yeah, I think main takeaways from this game would be a little more map awareness for me, I think. So coming out of laning phase, just being okay with like letting go or conceding a guardian, especially when they rotate 3 like that. It's better to stay alive, just let them have it, and hit boxes and farm camps, and just catch lane at the walker, because there's no reason to die and they get the guardian, and there's no way you defend 1v3. Like maybe like an Ivy could, just by like cutsuing the wave before it gets to the guardian, but even then it's fairly easy for 3 people just to like take the guardian without a wave. You just parry and then melee it a bunch and it dies. So overall, that was a mistake. Paying attention to who is strong and powerful in the game, who's doing well and who's not doing so well. When this Yamato showed up to lane, I did not respect power spike that Yamato had over me. 4k souls, it looked like, just quite a lot. So that one was my bad. Coming out of that, there was that one time I overstayed trying to pressure that walker when nothing else was happening on the map. As soon as you see that your team is backing or there's no other pressure on the map, staying for that walker, it's just not a good idea. You're not going to accomplish anything. You can pretty much guarantee they're running at you right now. Especially for this team, I knew they loved to fight, and they're like bloodthirsty, so they're looking for fights. As soon as they see me on the map and nobody else, like, they're gonna come kill me. Just being more aware of where the pressure is on the map. That being said, there were a few times where I died for a push, and it was actually like beneficial for the team. So I die while a tower is being taken elsewhere or a fight is happening elsewhere. I pull 2 people, come and they kill me, but we end up winning the fight in mid and getting some damage off on the left walker. That was nice. Same thing with the base guardians. That time we got a kill though. That Shiv did not know what was coming. Gets bullet resistance, interestingly enough. I don't see spirit resistance. Enchanters is okay. Yeah, we have a lot of spirit damage. I guess he was just scared of the haze, which is fair enough. Last look at itemization. Overall, fun build. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions or comments, and see you in the next one.